Hey, community, here's what's brewing today.
Bali Internet Part 2.
5 things worth your money.
And All Stars 11 finale. So get your cups ready for Minoritea Report.
Hey, welcome to Minoritea Report. It is Auntea Jerrell.
It's Auntie Dewan.
And it's Auntea Jerrell.
Hey, community, just from jump, it's going to be a crunchy episode. Remember them Bali episodes? It's back in Vegas this time, though.
I hate that that's the torch that I have to carry. Let me just start with that. Because it's a different story when we have guests on the podcast and their situation isn't right. But I have to admit, I feel a certain type of way about carrying that torch and then passing it on to my sister over in Vegas.
Well, to be fair, I believe this is what I get for talking shit about Leos. Because I literally posted yesterday, here come these Leos. And now, here's the goddamn the internet fucking with me. So, I low-key think I did this to myself. And the Leos are like, oh, listen, you want to talk about us? Here you go.
It's so true. Community, for those that don't follow Jerrell's personal account, he put something in his stories. I forget what you put out there, Jerrell. I forget exactly what it said.
It says, here come these Leos. Here come these Leos acting like they ain't never had a birthday before.
It be true.
Meanwhile, the Capricorn of it all. Like,
baby.
That's true
too.
So,
hot on the kettle. Right on.
Look, how is it chewing on them Wi-Fi cords? Trying to get it to work.
Ghetto. That's
Can
how
you
it
hear
is.
me now?
It's like goddamn beef jerky. That's what it is. It's true.
You know what's crazy is when you're in a place like Bali that is just like so. Yes, it's beautiful and everything, but like we were staying in a really nice like upscale, fully like it was nice. Yeah. So like to have all that and then to have crunchy internet, was like, God,
it's the worst.
This is bullshit. Like we gotta. The world has to figure out how to just give people access to internet because that's how things do. Like we don't need to be
true statement.
Logging on. Like we need to treat internet like we did treated phone numbers back in the day. You know how you couldn't call until 9 o'clock when it was free, and now you can call anybody anywhere you want. You can call anybody anywhere, anytime, anywhere, anywho.
You're right.
Yeah, we need. That's what we need.
And the crazy thing is Vegas. It's not like he's like in a different world. Well, I guess Vegas kind of is a different world, but like it ain't like he outside the country. It's like, what the fuck, Wi-Fi? Come on.
But Vegas also, even though you have a lot of these towering hotels, it's for commuters. Yeah. The whole city is like predicated on people being there and obviously doing stuff or whatever. But like, you shouldn't have to be worried about internet service.
Right, the internet.
But I mean, that's what I get you though,
staying in
right?
Vegas or
if you can't connect to the internet, then you're gonna be gambling. That's how they get you. So you stuck in the hotel. You're gonna be in them seats. You're gonna be drinking. You're gonna be by the pool. You can't talk to nobody. So
Jerrell, blink twice if you're in danger, though, girl. Are you in Vegas?
Baby, she ain't in Vegas. She in Reno. She in Reno, Nevada, bitch. This one, she said, I'm in Vegas. That's not what them curtains say.
The Lord's been Auntea.
That internet says otherwise. That internet says Ubuntu.
We all can't live like Auntie Dewan, okay, who will be at the Bellagio Hotel at the Caesar Palace, okay?
Right.
So these are the curtains I can afford. Okay? That's what this is giving.
Look, we had a little Vegas time a couple of years ago, so it's not like the worst of the worst, but it's just shocking.
I know where you stay compared to where I stay. from that trip. So
Yeah. And I know how you I know how you dance versus how I dance. So oh, we love you, boo. We love you. Keep
love
striving.
y'all too.
Keep striving out there.
By the way, Drew, how was that? How was the Sphere? I saw you had posted that story to see the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere. Is it like as crazy?
Baby,
as it looks, like
let me
online?
tell you, it was great. It was absolutely great. It was, if you've ever been to like an IMAX, like think that times 10. Or if
Yeah.
you've been to Disney World and you've been in like one of those big old like Spider-Man kind of like Q screen type, it was like that, but even bigger. And I loved it. I have to go back. I want to see a movie there. Concerts were cool.
Okay.
They sounded great as well too. I ran into some
Okay.
random people who I had never met before. They're like, "Come with us." I went by myself, so they invited me to come hang out with them. And
Okay.
yeah, I loved it. Little Gay Jerrell was
Do you
very
get
excited because
vertigo
my
looking at the
sister
screen?
knew. Um, I didn't get vertigo. I don't know. I mean, I don't get dizzy. I dove. Remember, I was a diver, so spinning and flipping and all the rest of it. I don't get dizzy like that. So
Yeah.
so I'm good. But it was real cool. It was real cool.
She said, she says, I have 4 Olympic gold medals in diving.
Right. She said, "I am a gay games winner, darling. I do not get dizzy."
She said, how dare you?
Right, dizzy.
The
Vertigo.
The disrespect.
I'll be twirling them hoes, okay? I'll be twirling. So
I know
she
that's
good.
right. I know that is right. And I cut you off. You said something. Your sister what?
No, my sister is so crazy because she was like, I didn't know they were still alive. Good for you, brother. I'm happy for you. I remember you listening to them when you were younger. I was like, you, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy.
Back. All right. Ding, ding, ding.
And I literally sang, I kid y'all not, y'all, I sang every single song that they did because I really was a Backstreet Boys fan. So even the cuts,
So you
the
were more Backstreet
non-singles,
than NSYNC?
baby, let me tell you, all the men can get it. What you talking about? I was that gay. Well, I'm choosing.
She says she does not discriminate.
She said all 10 of them.
Girl, okay. All of them, okay?
And she said throw Old Town,
Okay.
throw Old Town in there for good measure.
Look. Shoot. So I knew all the songs, all the boys. I still know all their birthdays and all. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how much I still know about them, about the Backstreet Boys.
Dewan,
Yeah.
damn near 400 episodes, and we ain't never heard nothing about no damn Backstreet Boys.
Look, we're probably gonna have to turn this into another little clip because the way the girls went in on the whole Madonna conversation.
Amen.
Baby.
Better not say nothing about no Backstreet Boys.
No, let me say it right now. Look, we okay with white people, okay? Just so y'all know, before y'all start acting crazy.
Right.
But, that's not for, like, what the fuck? That shit was crazy.
Damn.
That was gay
Here's
disrespectful.
what I
Bitch,
learned.
I suck dick. You can't tell me I'm gay disrespectful. I suck dick, bitch. The fuck?
I suck dick in a very disrespectful way.
Okay, bitch, I'm nasty with it, bitch. I'm nasty, girl. What you talking about?
Here's what I loved about it, though. I was like, you know what? That's how you should stand 10 toes down for your pop goddess, whoever your diva is of choice. Because that's how I be with Beyonce. You better not say no shit about no damn Beyonce like that. If I feel a tinge of disrespect, it's a wrap. So I'm like, go in on us. Go in on us.
But the
Nah, low
okay,
key.
there was a little bit of disrespect. I was gonna say there
was a little
wasn't. There was a little bit. There was a little bit. It didn't come from me.
Right. I said the album was good. We'll throw that over to Miles. That was Miles.
Right. That first of all, that comment was crazy.
That's wild.
Baby.
I
My
lived for it,
face
though.
like, Vogue.
I know both Jerrell and I were like, oh God.
She didn't say any of that energy for our tennis conversation, but
So
bitch,
did.
let us talk about Madonna. She said, I'm gonna tell you something about Miss Madge over here.
And the gays all came out.
Baby, listen, I'm not gonna like knock somebody else's, goop or whatever, but let's be clear, objectively. She has not had successful albums in a minute.
Yeah.
So, I'm all for, speaking the truth and speaking up for your, whoever you're standing for. Like, I love me some Mariah Carey. Y'all know that. But I'm not about to sit up here and be like, oh, yeah, her voice is the same that it's been for the last 35 years. And, she ain't never had a voice crack. I'm one thing I'm not is delusional.
Disrespectful, not delusional. The Budokan 1717.
She'll be
at least her
disrespectful,
face,
but she ain't gonna be.
at least her voice is closer to her old voice compared to Madonna's face and her new face. So you know what?
Oh damn! Yeah,
Just saying.
Corey said.
And on top of that, let me give one more part. We saw her at the World Cup.
Oh damn! So did.
I got questions.
Jerrell said, "I'm gonna get all this smoke out before my internet goes out."
Jerrell said, "If you gonna come for me, I'm gonna give you some smoke to come for."
But shout out to all the Mads fans out there, all out there,
in your dancery, okay, danceteria, whatever it's called. Go ahead. And the funny thing is, it must be doing all right because I do hear a lot of the songs places on like TikToks and Instagrams and all that stuff right now. So like clearly it's resonating with certain folks. It might not just resonate as much with us as
the melanated.
Others. There we go,
Well, I love the corner of the internet that I am because on my side of the internet, it ain't there. So
on my side, I got
that's where I'm at.
Get on. That's what I got. I got that more to do on my side.
Y'all listen to Madonna. Who was that?
Wait. I was about to say we should try it.
So good. It's like, come on, B. She gonna give us a run.
Yes.
Anything she gonna do, she gonna give us a run. Oh Lord. Let's see. I don't even know what we talking about today. We just out here catching up. I guess we might as well go to this segment now because this might not be on his list of making things worth his money. This Wi-Fi ain't worth his money, but we'll find out what else might be. But community right now is kind of going viral on the interwebs of everyone saying there are 5 things that's worth every penny, worth every dollar, worth their money. So I was like, it might be cute to see what's worth Yo Aunteas' money. So we're each going to give our 5 things that are worth our money, and maybe lead it with that so I could clip it. So community, you going to see this content out there. Who wants to go first?
I'll go. Do you want us to go?
Well, should I go first?
Or just go one by
you go
one?
first, Dewan.
Yeah, do all 5 at one, and I'll be able to clip it. So just started with Auntie Dewan's 5 things that are worth that. What is it? Worth my money or whatever? Worth every penny or whatever.
Okay, and the number 5 spot for me, Delta flights. I know it's expensive, but baby, it's reliable. So for me, when I'm trying to get somewhere, I'm trying to get there. I'm not trying to spend a whole bunch of time in the airport. I don't want to be uncomfortable. I don't want to be in the middle of a whole bunch of fighting and fussing and all that kind of gobbledygook. So Delta flights, my number 5 spot. Next is the Ma Roller. Ma Roller is it's this right here, and I have for the last probably 10 years have suffered from lower lumbar strain, and it's debilitating. And my physical therapist hit me onto the Ma Roller, and I'm telling you, it has saved my life. Any chance I get to tell somebody who is having back issues, specifically muscular issues, I tell them to get themselves a Ma Roller. It will change their life. So that is, and it wasn't even expensive. It was like, $35 or whatever. Okay. But baby, let I tell you, the back is backing. It's worth every single penny. So that's number 4 for me. Number 3, I'm going to say YouTube TV. Because, she loves herself some television. And what I love about it is that you don't have any limits to how much you can put in your DVR. So I got like shit that's new, I got shit that's old, and it records everything. So like I love just to have that option of all that TV watching at my fingertips and never have to wonder like what the fuck am I gonna watch today. Number 4, I'm gonna say is my girl Amara.
I know that.
And I'm gonna say her Filipino facelift and her body redone. Baby, because it was worth every fucking penny. There are just times where I just sit there and I just look at her. It's so awful to admit that to y'all, but like at the end of the day, I'm so happy with that purchase, and just it got me into the doll community and all that kind of fun stuff. So worth every penny.
So all the men be going to Turkey to get their hair done, and Dewan be sending his girls to the Philippines get their face done.
And it got snatched, baby, snatched. So yes, I'm very happy with that. And then in the number spot for me, not something I bought, but something I have certainly acquired and I treasure. It's my friends. Y'all, my sisters, it's the community, it's the people that's around me. I've been so blessed to have such amazing quality people that are supportive, that cheer you on, that are along this sometimes very rough road of life. And it's just amazing to know that there are people around you that are not just family, but they are, like they're your chosen family. So I would have to say my friends are, worth every single, not that I had to bribe them or anything, but right. It's just
some of them are worth $1 on the corner, but that's okay. They worth every dollar.
I get the shirt off my back. I get the shirt off my back, for my friends. So that has to be my number 1.
Nice.
What about you, Ro?
Jerrell go.
Yeah. So for me, my cell phone. Like, I think making sure that I have a better cell phone, since I do everything on this cell phone, is definitely up there. Hopefully y'all can hear me.
We got you, boo.
Then I would say my headphones as well too, because I'm always listening to music. And I also like to pretend that I'm not listening to music sometimes so people can leave me alone. So my AirPods and the noise cancellation is perfect.
Yes.
A haircut. I'm gonna tell you, I like having me a nice fade, okay? And I like to make sure that I step outside looking okay. It's reconnecting.
That's a good
God
one.
damn it.
That is a good one.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Hold on.
Well,
I don't know if y'all can
you.
still hear me.
There ain't nothing.
Okay,
like
it says
having a fresh
reconnecting on the
cut.
screen here. It truly is a fresh cut. Ooh, baby. Go ahead. Smack the back of my head. I like it. Go ahead. Tell me I look cute. Let's see. Also, a good pair of underwear. Let me tell you, I like, the feeling of my balls and everything just sitting tight, and I'm like, it's presentable, So, a nice pair of underwear would make the things look good.
A brand or a fit that fits best?
I'm in my Calvin Kleins. I really like Calvins. I really, really do like my Calvin Kleins.
Calvin's are good. That's a good choice.
Yeah, that's probably my go-to.
I think they're a staple in almost every gay man's wardrobe. You had to go through a Calvin Klein phase.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with it. Like, it's just like,
yeah.
If you didn't have nothing else, you'd be like, I know Calvin's gonna work and fit and feel good. You might stray, you might go other places over time, but you always end up sometimes coming back and be like, okay, you know what up, Calvin?
They also make thongs too now, so I got me a couple of those and a couple of jock straps for Calvin Klein too. So I'm just saying.
I know that's right. Feel extra good.
Extra good.
She said, "This is my old faithful and I drink in the corner." Done. I love you, girl.
I'm really in my jockstrap era right now. Like I probably wear a jockstrap every day now, especially my Calvin Klein. Yeah, yeah.
Do they be asking where all the applause be coming from? I live for the applause.
I know that's right.
Where them
Like,
fans
hey,
at?
I know. Wait, hold on. Can you imagine Jerrell running that 100-meter over in the gay games? All this applause.
And then people just join in because it's like, oh, people clapping now. Okay. Oh, shit.
I come with my own fan, okay? Look.
His own fan club.
I know that's right.
And I say the last thing I will spend my money on. The last thing I spend my money on, my gym membership. That's my therapy. That's my safe space. It's the best way for me to pour back into myself. So my gym membership would probably be the other thing that I say that I will always spend money on. So that's my top 5.
Yeah. Okay.
I know that's
All right, man.
What
Some
about
of these
you,
got me rethinking my list, but I'm gonna stick with it for now. And I'm gonna just preface: it's gonna be so Jerrell. This is how I feel right now.
Okay.
Right now, because it might change next week.
The question is it 5 things? That's the question.
I narrowed it down to 5, but it was
Okay.
tough because,
Okay.
and honestly, it made me really just stop and think because I was like, okay, what do I like purchase without like caring the price?
Mm-hmm.
And I find like I'm very maybe price sensitive or aware. Like I've never really been one to buy things just because it's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I've never really been one to like flaunt because like, oh, I got this, and oh, like it's never been my thing. So it took me a moment to really think like, is there anything that's like expensive in my life that I'm like, okay, I don't care the price, I'm always going to pay this or whatever it may be. And there weren't that many things, but I think I narrowed it down to my 5 here. So
Okay. In my mind, as I was thinking about this, like first thing that comes to mind when it comes to like things that are worth the money, it's almost implied that it needs to be expensive because then it's like you have to justify it. But like as I really got to think about it, and I got to thinking about what are the things that like it's regardless of how much or how little I'm paying for it, it's worth it.
it's worth
It's
it.
just
Exactly.
worth it. So that was like, that was like kind of like the nudge some things out for me. Do you know?
And that's exactly how I did it too, because I was just like, okay, there we go, she's back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly how I had to think about it too. It's just like, okay, I don't care the price. It could be a penny or it could be $1 billion. What is it in my life that is just imperative that makes my life better, easier, whatever it may be? So here we go. And there's an honorable mention that's already in my list. But anyway, 5.
Just one honorable mention?
I
Girl,
know.
don't
I got like 10.
Don't
but
give
it's
her
gonna go through
permission.
my
I know.
best-
I knew
best-
you had 10. I knew you had 10.
Oh yeah, I have 10, but I pared it down. For right now, my 2 gym memberships. So I go to Planet Fitness, and then I go to this gym here that's a local gym that's very cool called Power Build. And the Power Build is just like state of the art equipment. The community is awesome. There's just a lot of like just bodybuilders and things like that. So you go there, the energy makes you want to work out and all that stuff. So I love going to that one. I love my Planet Fitness though gym membership just because I could go to it anywhere in this country. And so when I go home and see my parents, I know I'll be able to go to the gym there. If I go Chicago, I know I could go to wherever it may be.
Yeah.
So that combination, I never thought I would be a 2 gym membership person ever. But it's paramount now in my life, just the way I kind of move about. So that's definitely, I will, at least for the foreseeable future, be paying for 2 gym memberships. I was originally going to say Apple products and just lump them, but I can't because I have an iPad that I don't think is worth the money. The money I spent on this iPad, I don't use it enough, and it's still not capable of doing the things that I want to do creatively as easy as I can on my MacBook Pro. So in my mind, I was like, okay, I can't say Apple products. So MacBook Pro is one of those things that I will forever probably just spend money on the MacBook Pro. It just makes my life easier. It works. It connects to all my other Apple products, which goes to my third one, my AirPod Pros.
One question about, so your MacBook, you recently updated yours. Was it this year or was it last year?
No, I've had this one ever since I moved here to Philly. I got it right when I moved to Philly. So I've had this one almost 5 years at this point, 4.5 years. And it's the M1 series Max. And so, and it's still as fast as I need it to be. So go ahead, Apple.
Wow,
when they did their
that's
own
great.
silica, it's changed the world. So
Yeah.
I'll probably upgrade probably in the next maybe 2 years, but for the foreseeable future, I don't really need to. So
Yeah.
I can't live my life without my MacBook Pro. But then it also pairs with, like Jerrell, my AirPods Pro. Even though there's better headphones that I like, the convenience just day to day of moving between the gym, walking to the gym, sitting here at the house, all that stuff. The AirPods Pro, it's just simple, and they sound good enough, and they work good enough just for the simplicity of all day, every day. So I will probably forever spend money on some AirPod Pros.
Do you think it's worth the price? Because they're just like $300.
Yeah, they are for the per use occasion. So like at this point, there is pennies on the dollar at this point of how often and frequent I use them, and how convenient they can be, and they just work. They just work. It is what it is. I don't have to like second guess it. Even though there's better, like I said, better sounding headphones that I have that I prefer. Day to day, they're just not as convenient. So
have you tried any of their home products? Since we're talking about Apple,
I don't know if I gotta like. There's stuff on the horizon that they're saying they're gonna launch. We'll see. Like their home pods. Like we have Sonos in our house, so we're just so wrapped up in that ether that expect damn too much money, and that's probably something that probably is still like worth the coin.
That's the reason I asked, because I have Sonos as well. And let me just say this: Sonos it has quality products.
Yeah,
Sound quality is phenomenal. The connectivity, like the ease of setting it up, like great.
Yeah.
But when that shit breaks, or they've implemented like a product update, it's minimum 2.5 hours on the phone with their tech support. Now, I will say, on the flip side, their tech support, they are some motherfucking geniuses. Pardon for the cursing, but like those guys, they walk you through everything. They take such, like nice and sweet time. It's like, God damn, I'm trying to watch this movie and it's 2 hours in. But that's the reason I was asking about.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's just like, I don't know if I can continue with Sonos
anymore. And then I think I might have been the one that told you to get that Sonos years ago. I was like, because I remember you looking for one for that TV there, and then I done roped you into that damn. I'll let you put it.
Nope, it was a hookup.
Ooh, it was a hookup. That's right. I know that's right.
It was a hookup back in Chicago.
I know that's right. But like when Sonos works, it's great. When it doesn't, it's fucking miserable. Yeah. And luckily, I would say over the last couple of years, it's actually gotten a lot better than it used to be. I will give them that. But I'm still a little hesitant. I'm like, I don't want to talk it and put it into the ether. And the second I get off this podcast, it's probably broken again. My fourth one that's worth my money is YouTube Premium. I don't want to see them damn ads. It's so fucking miserable. Even though I know YouTube is getting money on this side and that side because they get money from the advertisers, and they get money from me saying I don't want the advertisers. Yeah, that shit is worth my damn money. I ain't going back.
I just want to like echo that comment. Maybe I should have added this on my thing instead of just YouTube TV, because like the reality of it is when you have a streaming service and they have a premium option to not have commercials, that shit is worth it, baby. That extra $2 a month is worth it.
Yeah. At least for YouTube Premium. Some of them like Netflix anymore. I don't pay the premium because I'm like, okay, we don't watch it as much as we used to. So I'm like, okay, I can tolerate some ads over there, but YouTube. No. When you go to that octave, that means it means some shit to you. And then this fifth one, damn, this is the one that was a little tough for me. What was going to take it? Because there's some definitely some ones that slide in and slide out. I'll say the one that was going to slide in there originally was Beyonce tickets to concerts. It's worth the damn money. It's expensive. But I know I'm going to get a damn show every fucking time from that damn Mrs. Carter.
Regardless of where you sit.
Yes. But what took the spot was global entry. And I say that because I finally got my husband to finally go in there and do his global entry last fall. And when we came through back from PV and he saw how quick it went, it was 2 seconds. He's like, oh, I understand why you were mad at me all those years. I was like, that's the kindest thing you've ever said to me. The kindest thing you ever said to me. Because I got to wait for your ass for an hour now. And he's like, that's all it take every time? I'm like, yes, that's why I was so frustrated all this fucking time.
Baby. That's like when one spouse has global entry or TSA pre-check and the other person does not and either refuses to or don't see the value in doing it, that is grounds for divorce.
It was damn near
Period.
close.
Period. That's crazy. Like, so you like standing in line.
And then bitching to me that you standing in line while I'm over here in freedom. I done made it to the glory land. The promised land over here. And your ass still waiting for Harriet.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he got on that Lord train
Jesus,
and you pushed for it, because that is.
And he had to go all the way to Delaware to do it too. Like all the way is only like 40 minutes. But like, and that's just shit that Corey does not care about. Like if it inconveniences him and he doesn't see the value, it's like pulling fucking teeth. So finally just made him finally do it one day. And so to hear those words come out his mouth when we just got back from Puerto Vallarta, I'm like, okay, I don't got a bitch no more.
My question is, how did you do it?
I don't even know. I forget.
Do that. Because that's some black magic shit when it comes to like getting Corey to change his mind about something.
I know. I think it was after Brazil coming back. I think he had to wait because he came back before me, and I think that might have been the last straw for him. So it might have been partly in his mind, like, okay, I'm annoyed enough finally. And so I think that's what kind of in his brain was just like, okay. And then I just finally was like, okay, we're probably gonna go to PV at some point or another trip at some point. I ain't waiting for your ass no more. So I just booked it, and I was like, it's all the way down in Delaware. He's like, Delaware? I'm like, that's the only one that was open unless you're gonna wait like 5 more months here in Philly. So he finally went and did it, and so we finally were able to put it to the test here when we just got back from PV like a few weeks ago. So global entry community, if you ain't got it, it's worth it. It's a lot of credit cards pays for it. It's the best money out there because when you already like coming back home and it's usually late and stuff like that, you just want to get your ass home and just to be walking. You're good, Mr. Revis. Thank you. And get your ass walking. It's worth every damn dollar. So that's my 5. That's my 5. That's worth my money. So community, let us know in the comments what's worth your money. We want to hear what's the nuances. And then, we just seen a lot of those going viral. It's just been interesting to see on like Instagram and TikTok what folks just value, you know. And some of it, some people are like stunting. I'm like, okay, girl, we get it. We want your whatever Philippe Petit watch it. It's like, okay, girl, whatever. But the ones that like really like hone in, I'm like, okay, that's a cool concept thing.
I wonder where it started from, like where the trend started from. Because if you really think about it, this is like literally free advertising.
Oh God, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Absolutely.
All the views that people are getting off of this trend where they're name dropping things that are worth the money, regardless of whether it's, you know, high ticket items or not. Like that is a lot of free advertising that these companies are getting off of
free
this
data
trend.
points.
So
that's
very curious how
so when you
started.
get them ads, because you put that Instagram post out there.
But you know what's interesting though? I feel like this trend was already kind of happening with celebrities because it would be like Vogue top 10 things this person can't travel without, or it'd be like some other magazine and they would be, you know, interviewing, you know, celebrities with the things that they couldn't. So it's cool, just to your point, Carell, you know, and Dewan, just like that advertising. And also I might pick up a couple things too, because, you know, I'm all about the conveniency, like y'all talked about, Auntie Dewan with them Delta flights, you know, convenience. It costs.
I know that's right.
Look, the older that I get, the more that I lean into like my core values, and 2 of those values is comfort and convenience. So, you know, like it's just really interesting, like hearing people's, you know, perspectives on these and like what it is that they feel is, you know, it's just, it has the value that's there. Like Jerrell, when you said a fresh cut, baby, ain't nothing like a fresh cut. Whether you do it yourself, you go to salon, you go to the barber, you go to the braid chick, whatever it is that you do, there is something about getting out of that chair that makes you feel like $1 million.
Yeah, I remember that scene in Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire was like walking down. He was like feeling himself down the street. He was all dancing, and that's how I feel after I leave the barber. I be like, oh, can't tell me nothing.
true.
What's up?
Nothing. It's true, especially as it's gotten more expensive over time. That's the one thing. It's in my 10 probably. The low end item for me is the green bliss sticks. I will always buy the green bliss sticks. That's the best chapstick out there for your lip balm. Mm-hmm. The best. So that's probably like my low end one. That like all the fancy lip balms that are out there, I don't want it. That green bliss sticks. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We haven't done a lot about Drag Race community just because we've kind of been all over the place, but we now know the winner. We know the finale winner of Drag Race All Stars 11. Oh, you booing! So before in community, if you haven't seen the winner by now, is you hella late. So it was Crystal Methyd, which I'm a Crystal Methyd fan. Like I like Crystal Methyd, and kind of going into this season, it was in my heart that I was like, it's probably gonna come down to her just because in her original season, RuPaul loved her some Elder Bars, Crystal Methyd. So the second that she came back and you could already tell the elevation of her type of drag, I was like, oh shit, she about to just win it then. so it was interesting to come down to Elder Bars, Crystal Methyd versus Joey, which I don't think I foresaw. And here's what's cool about All Stars and what All Stars was really made to do was to really elevate a lot of queens drag and perspective out there in the world. And Joey is, even though Crystal won, Joey won because nobody was checking for Joey like that before this season.
Joey is the MVP of the whole season. If you
1,000%.
I mean, crown her the comeback queen because what a phenomenal showing. We didn't get to see a lot of them during their first round. So seeing them in this kind of experience was really kind of cool. And quite frankly, her witticisms, like it was good how witty he was, the kind of the intonation in his voice made it had like
the first out gay homosexual.
It just felt like old gay. Like how really old gays used to really be biting with their tongue and really witty and had these really kind of like really great comebacks that weren't always cutting somebody down. It was just like, turning a phrase, and he did that so well. Like that whole thing about we was like, oh, I love your outfit. The only thing I don't like is your buttons. What's your favorite part? And he was like, the buttons.
The buttons. Exactly. They branded themselves perfectly moving forward. Like the first out gay homosexual of Drag Race. So stupid, but like it worked, So good for Joey, even though it was tough to see Joey, and it was the right decision. Beat my Dr. Reverend Silky Nutmeg Ganache. Again, though, Silky is just good ass TV, though. If anything that comes out of her seasons, every time you're just like, Silky's just good entertainment. Every fucking time.
When she pulled them fucking batons out of her pussy, I threw up. I was like, where the fuck did I mean, I heard of stunt queens, but girl, if you pull an Oldsmobile out of your armpit, I'm good. I'm done with the TV. But I'm here for it. I'm here for the stunts. I do felt like when I was watching it though, it felt like she was running out of steam.
She did.
And I'm not talking about, like her capacity to perform. Right. But it just, and maybe it was just me, I don't know. But like when I was watching it, I saw her doing kind of like the arm raises and the turning around. And it felt like there was no desire left for her to be there in her performance. And I felt bad for her if she felt like that. And we never know what happens behind the scenes. Like, oh, right. Bitch, you can get out there and perform all you want, but you ain't winning this one. Joey, we put you in Joey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you never know what could happen behind the scenes in terms of what she heard or what she's thinking about and da 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 da. I felt bad because I felt like, she could have given a little bit more in that second, lip sync. But yeah,
and I'm not sure if she was trying to pace herself a little bit, just like, okay, I know I got to save it all for the end, so let me pace myself, and then Joy ended up snatching it. Yeah, it did feel a little tame, or just like a little lackluster. And while it was going, I was like, oh no,
yeah. It was interesting because a lot of the lip sync assassins didn't do well at all. Yeah. Jasmine didn't do well. Akira did, both of them. Like, Akira did, okay to make it through the first round or whatever. But yeah, like a lot of the queens that were known for their lip syncing capabilities, just for some reason didn't do that well.
And Jerrell, why'd you boo? You don't like Crystal?
I don't like Crystal. Like, here's the thing. I see why people like her, but I don't think she's giving anything other than just clown elevated distraction. Like, she's not I don't think she's a great lip syncer. But if you look at her outfits, you're not paying attention to her lip sync or what she's doing because her outfits are so goddamn distracting. Like, it's a game within a game. And it's given she actually kind of does the bare minimum. And people are eating up like people eat Taylor Swift up. And so for there, it's just a no for me.
Don't do that to Crystal. Don't do that to Crystal.
Not the Taylor Swift
of
Latinos.
Taylor, right. Yeah,
not
to say
Taylor
that.
Swift of Latinos.
Damn.
The bare minimum.
That's
the bare
harsh.
minimum.
That is harsh.
I said what I said.
Wait, hold on. We're the people in the Madonna comments. We need them now.
I do see, Jerrell, to be honest with you, I do see what you're saying in this. I think, and I don't know if this format will continue. It does seem like a lot more of reality shows are adding kind of like a strategy component to them as a mode to like evolve the format of the show. And I don't think it really, like, it's interesting to do it maybe once. I think we need to give it up. Like, because at the end of the day, to have the queens being in control over who moves forward it doesn't build up any kind of real excitement for the winner. Right. So and there's this, I don't know about other people out there, but when I saw her win, my thought was, but we knew this was going to happen the entire time. So there's from a storytelling standpoint, there's no payoff. Does she have good drag? Does she deserve to be on the show? Does she deserve to have the crown and all that stuff? I could say yes in some degree to a lot of those things, but I think as a viewer, there was really nowhere to go because the person that everyone thought was going to win ended up winning. So then what were we watching?
But I guess for me, though, where's entertainment? Because I didn't feel entertained at all by Crystal Methyd. Like, when I looked at all the challenges, she was not the one who was entertaining as much as everyone else. She was like, I'm not the best dancer. I'm not the best singer, so I'm going to do what I can. And she wasn't the best, but still somehow she got applauded for it as well, too. The first challenge, when all the groups were done, Joey actually ate all the bitches up, and Joey should have been the person that won. Crystal should not have won.
Joey should have won that one for sure.
Yeah, should have won that.
And back in the group one, Joey roasted all them bitches up, and Joey should have won that as well too. Yeah. The fact that Joey didn't win that, I was like, you know what? I already see where this whole show is going. And to your point, DeWine, I was just like, I don't care. And that was probably another reason why I was like, boo Crystal. I'm not saying that her drag is bad. I'm not saying those words at all.
I wasn't entertained by Jasmine.
Same. Wow.
Jasmine's the one that I was like, ooh, they trying to push her through. And I'm like, oh God, I can't.
I mean, she was loud.
And that didn't even pay off.
She was loud, so I heard her. I was entertained. She was loud. I wasn't bored.
I was bored. I was irritated by her. I was like, oh my God, Jasmine, you get on my damn nerve. Like, and it's just like, there's just something about her temperament that you just see a lot of like, it's just a temperament that I've never been able to gravitate towards in my entire life. Like, there's people in school that were like that. They're like, and it just, grinds, like it grinds on me. So like it just irritated me. So I didn't really care for it the first season. Didn't care for it this season.
I mean,
So I was
low
like,
key
as
is
long
Henny
as she don't get
spirit,
pushed
so I
through,
was with
and
it. It's low key Henny spirit, so I was like, I'm okay with it.
no, there's like yours could be loud, but like it's not entitled behind it. There's a loud entitlement that she carries.
I appreciate that.
That grinds on me. and so like that's what kind of irritated me with Jasmine. And so like the second that she got through like on like and she played a great game. I will give her that. Like she played a great game. But like the second she got through not having to lip sync the first round, I was like, oh no, if Jasmine somehow finds a way to win this, I'm gonna be so fucking irritated.
Yeah. Do you guys agree that of all the queens that went through from their brackets, the 2 plus 3, do you agree with those, or do you feel like there should have been someone else or some others that should have moved forward?
The only one, maybe Morgan McMichaels. That's
who I was thinking.
The only one that may be close. But I was fine with the crew that made it. Yeah, I think they were probably the best out of the best.
Agreed.
Yeah,
that's how I feel too.
Yeah, I honestly would have rather have seen Morgan and Joey back than Jasmine. And I love me some Jasmine. I love, the drama that she brings and whatnot. I just think that it's a different kind of show.
I love her, but I don't even see her. That's crazy.
She might be good on like a Traders and things like that. Like it's a different energy for like a show like that or something. But like for this,
nah, she the first out at Traders. She too loud. Everyone will be like, "It's her, it's her, it's her." She out immediately at Traders. Immediately.
They're gonna keep her ass around because she causes so much chaos.
And that's exactly what they're gonna do, and then eat her up before she gets to the finale.
Right.
Let her do all the damage that I can like hide behind, and then just vote her off, and you get to go.
Out. Like, okay, you did what you needed to do.
But yeah, like overall, do you think it was a good season? And I agree with you, Dewan, that like I think this is probably gonna be last of the brackets for a while. Here's what,
or at least the Raider Queen.
See, I didn't even mind like the Raider Queen of it. I just feel like I hope they don't end, because they still had like 95 queens for this lip sync RuPalooza or whatever they're calling that shit. I hate when they end the season on a lip sync thing like that, because it's just so narrow. Like we get not every, and I get that's part of the competition that you need to learn how to lip sync. It's been here from the history of the show, but to have that decide the winner, it just feels just a little too narrow and a little just too quick of a wrap up. It's just like, okay, y'all still got like 95 queens out here. We can't get 2 extra episodes. Like I'd rather have 2 extra episodes.
That's why they had to push 2 of them queens and ahead. And it's like, that's some fucking bullshit.
And then don't give like Joy. Then you know what? Don't bring a queen back. Then Joy shouldn't have been there, and whoever the 2 and 2 is what it is. So.
I hope that it ends as well, and I hope the next one is the pork chop season, and it's like a regular season where each week some girl goes.
Oh yeah,
like I think something like that would just be a great little breath of fresh air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad that people left though. Like I even though I hated seeing Kennedy Davenport leave, I'm glad that they're like, nope, we're going to vote people out each week after that certain point. So I was like, I get that they want the queens to be able to show all the money that they spent, but it's got to get to a point. It's like, vote some bitches out, get them off this show, because there's a drama behind that. There's a stakes behind that. That's just very entertaining. When you don't have that, it just it's kind of mediocre. Yeah. So
and for all the Drag Race fans out there, after we just berated you with this whole Drag Race conversation, there's some more. Hold on, because we ain't talking about Beyonce this week, so we got to talk about something. We got a Ru Girl that's coming on pretty soon, so we'll get some additional opinions about the format and and from an outsider insider perspective. As that comes on, but stay tuned. We're gonna have some good stuff for you. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
But now we're without Drag Race until January, so it's the dry spell of the year, which is good. Like it's too much drag out there on the TV.
Technically, it's just in the
here we
U.S.
go.
The U.S.
There is
right?
still-
Yeah.
There is Canada. There's Canada All Stars going on right now. There's
like the World
Drag Race
Australia.
France going on. There's Down Under All Stars. There's still some stuff going on, but for U.S. drag, it's on a lull until next January.
Is there someone that you hope comes for next All Stars next year in the U.S.? Like that hasn't been on? You're like, oh, I can't wait. Hopefully they come back. That's been in either recent seasons or even older seasons, I guess.
Our next guest.
Ooh, I know. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting though.
There
I
we
have
go.
a question already in my mind about that.
Who would I like to see in a new episode? What is her name? I can't remember what her name is, but the girl that said, "Opulence, you earn everything."
Oh, Mercedes Iman Diamond.
Yes,
Mercedes
Mercedes
Iman Diamond.
Iman. Yeah, I would like to see her come back. There was just something.
I should get her on the
about
podcast.
that
I keep
queen.
forgetting that I'm friends with her. I need to be like, come on the podcast.
I'm out here booking people left and right.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm friends with this person.
Jerrell be cracking me
I
up.
would really like to see her back in it again. For some reason, I feel like her drag journey from where she was to where she is today would be really cool. She was always a fierce queen to me, but I would love to see her again, to be honest.
What
about you guys?
I have Asia O'Hara, because like even when I lived in Dallas before she got on the first season, I just remember thinking I want her on Drag Race, and she did great and kind of stumbled at the end there. So I feel like she's a queen that's like she was just so good, and now she's like on the Vegas show and things like that. That I just don't know if she will, because she's like, what do I gain from this at this point in my career? Yeah. So we'll see. And then what was old girl that was from Atlanta, the older queen, Tasha Iman, Tasha.
Tasha. Wait,
was it Tasha? Something like that. Iman.
Something. She's
Tamisha.
She's
Tamisha Iman or something like that. Yeah, I think it's Tamisha.
Yeah,
that's who I would really look back to see just how she's doing now.
That's a good one.
Because she was kind of like was kind of sick, kind of coming into that season. Yeah. And so hopefully she's kind of like her health is back or as back as it can be. And she was just good TV. She was just very good TV. So
if they do the same format, I would love to see her and Candy Muse back on the same season.
I hear you.
That I would like to see.
Yes. Yeah. I agree. And then I feel like I was watching this thing on YouTube, and this guy was just talking about like who some of Ru's just favorite drag queens over the years have been, because you just know like if she gives them a nickname or she invites them back to other things. Yeah. And the one that like I immediately thought of, and he kind of agreed to just by the end of that episode, was Latrice Royale, and she's like in everything that Ru does. Like she's been on like 20 times, but clearly Ru likes her because she continues to be in everything he does, like TV shows, etc. But she's just good TV as well, and just a good really classic fucking drag queen.
Wait a minute.
Even though I don't know she will do it again because she's been already like 3 All-Stars in a regular season and all that, but I just love her every time she's on.
Have you seen Stop That Train?
No, I haven't, and I know she's in that too.
Baby.
First
of all, it was hilarious.
Okay.
It was so stupid funny. There were so many jokes, and Latrice was all up in that bitch.
I know she was.
So, there were a lot of queens in there,
her.
but the way that they had her character in there, I don't want to say too much.
Yeah.
But it's going to be streaming on TV anyway. So
I was about to say it's probably out there now.
But let me just public service announcement, y'all. Support Black and queer arts. Support Black and queer arts.
I agree.
See this movie, because if this movie does well, and it has done really, really well thus far in the theaters, but continue to support it. Me and the boys went to go see it. We were all together, and we were dying. It was so funny, and it was just like, it was like halfway through, there were like knee slaps and like all kinds of like comments, and like you're making friends with the people in front of you and back of you. It was just such a great kiki, and the story
was what Scary Movie should have been.
You know, I support Black and queer art. Because I like Scary too. I like Scary Movie too. But I'm saying this one was like, it was nonstop. Like, you know how it is when you see like a musical or like any of the little like skits that they do on Drag Race, and it's just kind of like, you can see where they're going. It just didn't land the plane. Yeah. On Stop the Train, they landed the plane.
The train got to the station. Got it.
It truly did. Like it. I fully endorse the movie for the comedic skills, the funniness, the silliness of it all. It's not intended to be a serious movie at all, but it has all of the camp and the high drag that you would want out of a very gay movie.
Yeah, like I wanted to see it, but just Corey probably doesn't really want to see it, so I didn't kind of push it. So I was like, okay, it just might be one of those that I just catch when it finally get on the TV and the streaming. But maybe I'd take myself to a little matinee. Maybe I'll do that before it gets out of here. So
I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. I say kudos to the group for putting that together, because it really, like, I was very skeptical. I was just here I am, like supporting whatever. But like literally about 20 minutes into the show, you're like, that boy good.
That good. And here's the cool, and this is, say what you want about Ru, if you like or don't like her, whatever it may be. One thing Ru's going to do is make sure this art of drag stays out here in the ether. Like that, if she going to do one thing, she going to do that. And she's been able to do that for the last 40 plus years in pop culture and still be the queen of drag. So kudos to Ru.
Think about it, on the heels of Drag Race, there are all kinds of tours, there are all kinds of TV shows, there's all kind of YouTube content, there's all kind of network content, there's all kinds of, now there's starting to be feature-length films being produced. Say what you want about the machine of Drag Race, which is kicking out a lot more queens, and they probably can get work in bars. But if you think about it, Ru, as a producer and somebody who's been in entertainment for a while, is seeing the long game. How can we create more spaces in other genres, so it's not just about going back to the bar scene, which there's nothing wrong in going back to the bars, but there's other opportunity out there, for people to have. So I say,
did y'all know that Ru was a DJ? That she be DJing? Did y'all know that?
Girl. Ru out here DJing and having a ball doing
I didn't know. She really is.
because she DJing
and dancing. And
she gonna be DJing in Seattle in August. And I was like, Ru's a DJ? Wait, what? Girl, she really be out here collecting her money.
Ru been out the last several years and doing more moves DJing than she ever did in heels on that TV show. I'm like, oh, you still can actually move a little bit.
I mean, the teeter-totter on a couple of inches is a little bit different than
you're right.
things overheard.
She said, let me just go and do this.
Let the background dancers do all the work.
Exactly.
Where my background dancers?
You're right. Oh, gosh. Shout out to Ru. Before we got here, shout out to Spain, even though they're colonizers, but I'm loving this is when the internet just is very good. The internet is very good to call a spade a spade. Like, okay, we don't fuck with Spain, but we really don't fuck with Argentina.
Bitch. Argentina is getting run through the dirt.
Baby.
And deserved.
Amen.
And deserved.
So it was interesting just to kind of see all that smoke out there. And then secondly,
wait a minute, our little group chat with the Brazilians went crazy. I wasn't even paying attention. I opened my fucking phone up and there was like 142 messages since 4:00, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I was like, oh my god, they're going ham. Yeah. And then secondly, shout out to Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace has entered the building about this Nolan Wells situation. And if we know anything about this white lady, she ain't
She
gonna
gonna
stop till we get enough.
Right. She got coins to make. She gonna keep herself talking. That chick is
Period.
like a dog with a bone. She is not
So-
gonna let up.
And the comments online have been
sadly,
cracking
we
me
still
up.
need.
They've been
Okay.
saying, "Look, everybody going to jail. Everybody going to jail. It's a wrap."
Everybody. Everybody. Seriously. And sadly, we need white people to be the one that take the reins for shit like this still. That's
Absolutely.
the sucky fucking thing about it. So if there's somebody that's going to take the reins, go ahead, Nancy. Go ahead. Get them. Get them. Get them. Because it's a fucked up shit out here. So... And I hope it also just shines light because like Nolan's not the only one that is occurring right now. There's been multiple cases in Michigan this summer, throughout the country, and so I just hope this continues to shine light on these situations that this is fucked up and these folks need to be prosecuted accordingly. But yeah, once I saw Nancy in there, I was like, okay, that's the right white lady.
It's about to go.
It's about to go down, and I'm gonna eat my popcorn and get get this kid justice.
Nancy is she's like the super Karen. You know what I mean? You know, she's a Karen with a law degree. Like, oh no.
It's like, that's that middle name. She's like, my name is Karen Nancy. That's that middle name.
Oh, shoot.
Shout out to her. And then lastly here, we have a quick Ask Your Aunties update. So a couple weeks ago, it's probably been about a month ago, we had the Ask Your Aunties about the husband and the bestie. And and so we got an update to this because we asked for it. So community, if you didn't remember that, I think it was episode 387. The husband and the friend were like bestie, or the friends were besties. Then they got a husband that kind of drove a wedge between them. And so the update says, the husband of the bestie became close like a stepsister. We always hung out, etc. It's not like she was on the fringe. We all did shit together. Hubby is the alpha in that relationship, so she gets away with murder. She knows she can't get away with it with me, though, so she got the chop. The friendship with bestie will continue, but things will be different. We will just have to make time to hang one-on-one. We still chat daily, just no more group chats. And I'm totally fine with the change that's going to happen. I don't play them games. So, yeah. So,
wow.
And I think that's kind of the advice we kind of gave, is just like things are going to have to change, or just separate the friendship and make time for that one-on-one time. And that's all you can really do.
I mentioned that at the end of that episode because I was saying, you know, like you don't have to be friends with your best friend's partner. Like, it's okay to just be friends with your friend and not have a friendship with whoever they're dating. Like, that's okay. Everybody don't gotta be friends. Everything ain't for everybody, and everyone ain't for everybody. Well, some of y'all hoes are, but you know, some ain't. So
I ran through. Some of y'all hoes are ran through. You know.
Running. Anyway, like, and I mean, and I guess in this situation too, them saying that the husband and the bestie became close like a stepsis, that kind of makes it even tougher in this regard, because it's like, oh no, you were open to have more family and to have them in your life, and to kind of have this come about, that's probably makes it even a little more frustrating. But
it's cool when it's cool when like you can introduce people and then they can form their own relationships. It just it can get a little bit messy when there is no clear separation. You know, like I would never say to my partner, you know, oh, you know, here's my best friend and you can't be best friends with them. Like, that's not it. You can be best friends with them, and they can be best friends with you, and then they could be my best friend, and we can have two separate relationships, you know, between us. So it's just trying to find the balance, because when things get a little bit too muddled, when they get a little too muddled,
we muddling, baby.
It can complicate things.
It does. It can become a complicated order. So, but at least to this community member, it sounds like you're handling it with with grace and the way you can. And then it also says, P.S. And I forgot we talked about this. It says, how the hell have y'all not seen Queen of the Desert? And I forgot I think Dewan made that comment about the Queen of the Desert. I was like, I never seen it.
I can see it. I mean, I can understand it because, like you really have to be seeking out all kind of like gay themed films that are global in order to come across that particular movie, because it's truly an Australian movie that just happened to make its way into the American kind of like zeitgeist or whatever, but it's not like super well known. And even like Tu Wong Fu, like there's a lot of gays right now that never saw Tu Wong Fu, don't even know what it is.
Well, y'all know I already lived under a rock, so there's already
me.
people I didn't even know. So, so we won't go now. So if you've been listening, you already know.
Like,
there you go. So
yeah, if you don't know Anita Baker, then you definitely don't know Queen of the Desert.
Come on now.
She said, "Cut brother some slack."
I'm just saying. So that makes sense. It makes sense.
He said, "Let me get my own cultural icons under wraps before I go out over there to them people over there."
Australia, though, that's on the other side of the world. Damn, I don't know a whole girl here.
I'm still trying to figure out who Felicia is and what she at.
Exactly. It's like, shit, Queen of the Desert.
I'm a queen of these nuts.
Right. I don't know that hoe. The only Queen of the Desert was Beyonce at Coachella. That's the only one I know.
That part right there.
So anyway, but community, we love these Ask Your Aunties questions. Exactly, and sending us.
I don't know if y'all can hear me. It's telling me I need to wrap up with low device storage. So I don't know if y'all hear me. But
well, then here we go. Let's wrap it up so that hopefully it can upload to the cloud, because that's the next step.
Yeah.
So community, be safe out there. Enjoy your summer. We're almost at the end of it. It seems like it's going by way too fast, but be safe and wash your hands, your legs, and your ass. And we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Love y'all.